Halftime report. Knicks came out strong. Let's see if we can finish this off. Knicks family, here we go. So the Knicks came out strong in the first half. At least in that first quarter, they came out strong. I'm not going to say they, was going to put the game away. But they won the first quarter, and that was a key. That was one of our keys. They won the first quarter 27-16, but then they lost the second quarter 31-18. Down at the half 47-45. So now, we've been doing well in third quarters, right? Third quarters, we've been able to, so far we're up. I believe we are a positive 21 points or 22 points to begin the third quarter, in third quarters so far this season. So we need to have another third quarter and then, of course, execute in that fourth quarter. I am disappointed, though, that we, after taking a double-digit lead, we gave it back. Right? We gave it back to them in the second quarter. The NBA is a game of runs, so things like that are going to happen. But we can do better. Quick rundown of the box score. Frank Ntilikina is playing a decent game. 5 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Would have liked to see him more in that second quarter, but he did play 13 minutes. Maybe Fizdale was, wants to rest him a little bit. Who knows? Lance Thomas, 6 points, 5 rebounds. We've been asking Lance Thomas to rebound. He's giving it to us tonight. And that's Cancer, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr., 4 for 7 from the field. 57% from field goal percentage. 10 points, 2 assists. Trey Burke, 1 for 8 from the field. 3 assists, 1 turnover. Damian Dotson's playing well, 50% from the field. Noah Vonleh, 8 rebounds tonight. And this is exactly what we've got to do if we want to win this game. We've got to rebound. We're only shooting 38% from the field as a team. Right? We got to shoot better than that. But we knew this. We only shoot 42% on the season. The Miami Heat. Rodney McGruder, 16 points. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Hassan Whiteside, 9 points, 10 rebounds, almost a double-double already. Josh Richardson, shooting 25% from the field. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 4 turnovers. Dragic, 5 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Dwayne Wade, no points. Tyler Johnson, 8 points, 2 assists. Miami shooting 39% from the field. They have 27 rebounds. Let's see how many rebounds we have. We have the Knicks. We have 24 rebounds. So we're hanging with them in the rebounding battle. We have 11 assists at half. Just about on to our average. See if we can pick that up in the second half. And Miami's at 8 assists so far. All right, so it's the game that we expected. A bad shooting, defensive. I don't even know if it's a defensive game. It's just bad shooting is going to keep the score down no matter what. Right? No matter what happens, bad shooting is going to keep the score down. For those of you who may have been looking for the Frank Ntilikina video I put up earlier, I'm going to put it back up. I had some audio issues when it uploaded. Uploaded with a couple of audio issues. Only the left side was playing for the vocals. So I had to go back and check and make sure my stuff was right. It should be uploaded soon in this second half. You can go back and check it out. So just look for the notification to come up. And it had a lot of comments. So if you commented, comment again. You know what I'm saying? Comment again. Let me check out. Let's see what's going on in the video chat. I know some guys had some problems getting into the video chat earlier. We shouldn't have, but let's see who we got. We got Tony Crow and we got Nate. Tony Crow's in the dark right now. He ain't even see his face. But we're going to talk to him anyway. Let's get to him. Tony, what's popping, bro? There we go. There we go.
There
What's
you go. You
poppin'?
can hear me?
Can hear you, man. Can hear you nice and clear.
Yeah, it was a good first half. Good first half. Um, I think we could pull away, especially if we come through with one of these third quarters like we've been having. Um, I think Frank played well. I honestly, I think Burke would have played well had he finished at the rim, and then a couple of passes he gave down low didn't get converted. But overall, I think the team overall played real well. Like this might be one of our better games so far, except for the maybe shooting percentage
Yeah,
overall.
that field goal percentage,
But
man. We've got to,
yeah,
as a team, we've got to do something about this field goal percentage. You know, we can't. We're not going to be able to be successful shooting 42% from the field. Even
yeah,
though we play hard, even though we play, decent defense. If our field goal percentage doesn't get up, then we negate it. We negate all that. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Fact.
So we gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to get that shooting percentage up. You know what I mean? Nate,
What's up, Sim? How you
what's
doing?
up, man?
Doing good. Yeah, just to kind of piggyback on what you guys are talking about. The passing looks really bad. I mean, you're making a lot of lazy passes. We need to clean that up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep seeing a stark difference between putting Burke at the point and putting Ntilikina. The offense just runs like smooth with Frank, and then when Burke gets in the game, he takes it one-on-one, and he didn't even finish on that layup. He just, I don't know. It just like it almost like he seems like whenever he gets into the game, it's like he feels like he needs to score rather than try to set up the offense. And I felt like when we lost the lead is when Burke came in, and sure enough.
Well, I'm blaming. I mean, I don't want to blame a whole lot on Fizdale right now because we're still learning the team. But this I'm putting on Fizdale because Burke's natural natural instinct is to score. He's a scoring guard. I don't care about his size. He's a scoring guard, right? But when you put him in with Tim Hardaway, just Tim Hardaway, then guess what he's forced to do? He's forced now to be the facilitator and a scorer. So you're forcing him to play as a facilitator, to play outside of his character, but then also sometimes play inside of his character. Now he has a decision. He has to try to toe the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes him, and every player in the league, besides your superstars can seem to do everything, right? Every other player in the league has some kind of a weakness that keeps them from being a star. Trey Burke's, one of his weaknesses is that he's not a facilitator, although he's a point guard. He's a scoring guard,
Exactly.
right? Frank Ntilikina, one of his weaknesses is that he doesn't score as well as, he's a facilitator. He's not a scorer, right? If he was a scorer and a facilitator, then he'd be one of the top point guards in the league.
He'd be perfect.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be a perfect player. If Trey Burke was a facilitator. Huh?
I said Frank's been playing better. I'll give him that.
Right, he has.
I'll give him that. But I like the way, I like the positioning that Fizz has put him in. I don't know if he can handle pressure, like defensive pressure at the point guard position.
He can handle it, man. He can handle it.
I'm not sure. I mean, I hope so.
He's a poised individual, man. He can handle it.
Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead. What were you saying, Tony?
I just don't think. I don't think he's ready to handle the pressure of the point guard position, the defensive pressure. When people guard up on him, he tends to not be as good as. I like him at the 2 and the 3. Honestly, I think he plays better there. I think there's less defensive pressure on him handling the ball, and then he gets to do what he can do. And I like what he's been doing recently.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think that that's perception, in my opinion. I think it's perception because he does things a different way. You know what I'm saying? When guards pressure up on him, he turns his shoulder and he protects the ball with the side of his shoulder, with his off arm, right?
He doesn't take stupid shots either.
Right. But talking about protecting the ball and dealing with pressure, you know, that's how, like a long time ago, that's how I was taught to protect the ball. Right? Someone pressures up on you, you turn to the side the same way Mark Jackson used to do. You turn to the side and you kind of back them down. You use your shoulder, you use your hip, you use your off arm to fend them off. Guards today are a little bit different. Someone pressures up on them, they try to cross them over and go past them. Right? I think Frank was just taught a different way. So the perception is different because people are so used to some of these smaller guards being able to boop, boop, and go past. I think Frank kind of takes that old school style of handling pressure and backing them down, sort of like Mark Jackson did. And so I really think that's kind of perception because I haven't seen a guard take the ball
up too soon. That's what I'm talking about. Like, but if he's doing what you're talking about, I have no problem with that. It's just giving the ball up.
Yeah,
I think when he feels pressure, he gives it up.
But I think that's still part of that. I feel like that's still part of just the way that he learned, because I know the same thing when I came up playing, right? You know, I was taught, okay, if you have a guard on you and you're getting a lot of pressure, you're getting some heat, give up the rock, then you can come around and get the ball. Now you're in triple threat. Now that person is forced to give you a little bit of space. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's the way it's brought up, because I have yet to see a guard take the ball from Frank. I mean, I could be wrong, but I haven't seen anyone just take the ball from him. You know,
because he gives it up.
I mean, but that's the smart. I mean, but that's the smart thing to do, though. If you get a little bit of pressure on you, you give up the rock, and then you come back and get the ball when you can clear some space. And I think what happens with a lot of players today, a lot of young guys, it's like this ego thing that if I give up the rock, that means the guy pressured me and I can't handle it. And then they try to do something and turn the ball over. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think he can handle the pressure.
He can handle it.
I think he can handle it. I mean, it's a good thing to watch for, to see if you know, we get into a tight game and, you know, and then he can't handle it. I think that's a good thing to watch for, because, you know, we haven't seen him really at that spot enough to know how much he can really just straight up handle extreme pressure in tight situations. We know there were some games last year where he came through in some tight situations. Hopefully this year, getting more playing time, we'll really get a chance to see how he handles extreme pressure. You know.
Hey Fizz, Fizz. The game started. Sorry, I called you Fizz. My bad.
It's back on. All right, the game is back on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get to the game. I'm gonna let you guys get to the game, and we'll be back on at 10:30. Tune in and check that Frank Ntilikina video. Coming back out very, very soon. Had to fix some audio in it, but anyway, catch y'all at 10:30. Peace.
All right, man. Later.